Well, hello, everyone. I have the privilege today of introducing to some of you, but welcoming to many of you, Shelly Hernandez. Shelly Hernandez has served here at Calvin Christian School for many years in a variety of capacities, but we also know her as a Calvin alumni. And as our mission statement says, we want to see our students boldly follow Jesus for kingdom service. Shelly has done that. She's done that overseas, in Dominican Republic, and wherever God takes her. And Shelly, it's a real true privilege to have you here to talk about something near and dear to your heart that God has laid on it, and to talk about how we at Calvin Christian School can boldly partner with you. So welcome. Love to have you just share a little bit more about yourself and then about the special school that God has helped birth through you.
Thank you. Yes, I am a Calvin alumni, long time ago. We don't have to say what year I graduated from there. But after graduating college, I actually headed down to the Dominican Republic to serve at an English-speaking school, but then fell in love with the country, fell in love with my husband, and fell in love with the opportunities to minister. And so in 2003, my husband and I started the Pathway to Jesus School, or Caminito de Jesus, as we call it. And we started it as a preschool, just for the community children who needed some preschool learning. And we did it out of our church. And we had 18 kids start that first year. And it was just amazing to be able to work with those kids and to minister to them. And then throughout the years, the school continued to grow, and we decided to continue even as an elementary school. So presently we are ministering to pre-K3 all the way through sixth graders. And we presently have 246 kids this year that are being ministered through the Pathway to Jesus School. It is a special school to me. I was able to start it and build it up, and even from the States now, still be able to connect with it and serve there. And we minister to kids who come from lower income families, even though we have some middle class, but the majority of them are lower income families that just really have a desire for their kids to receive a good education. And our mission of our school is not just provide an excellent education, but to provide an excellent Christian education to these kids and even to their families, and just to share the love of Christ with everyone who we come in contact with. So yeah, the Pathway to Jesus School is definitely holds a special place in my heart.
Calvin, we are embarking on a Take Heart, Share Heart generosity project for the Pathway to Jesus School in the Dominican Republic. Between November 8 and 19, all the way through Thanksgiving, we're going to raise funds to sponsor tuition for 2 students and the learning programs at Caminito de Jesus. The first week, starting November 8, we're calling it Chores and Chocolate. And we are going to invite students to bring in money they've earned from chores they've completed. It could be talking to a grandparent and serving them. It could be a neighbor. It could be your own parent and saying, can I do something at home that could earn some money to then give and bless this special fundraising drive? And I think, Shelly, you've got a couple of suggestions of things right there, right? Some examples they could be doing?
Yep, I sure do. Kids, you can, wash dishes at your house, right? You can take the garbage out. You want to take the garbage out, that's a big help to your parents. And you can even sweep the floors, right? Sweep them off the floors are some examples I'm sure your parents would love to get your help with.
And those are probably some great habits they'll maybe even start this week and carry on the rest of the year, parents. So again, you could do chores and bring those money earned on the Friday, November 12, to school. We're also inviting you, if you are someone that loves to bake. So maybe your chore is to bake something and bring it to school on Friday, and we're having a special bake sale. So would love to invite as many of you as are interested in bringing along a special sweet treat to school that you can sell, and the proceeds given to this fundraiser. That's the first week. Chores and chocolate. And chocolate kind of refers to the baking. Week number 2, we're calling it churros and change. What's a churro, Shelly?
A churro is a wonderful dessert, a special treat, baked good with sugar on it. Some of them have fillings in it, like cream or a fruit filling. They're wonderful.
Well, we have partnered with a Hispanic supermarket just down the road from our school, and they are going to give us, I think, up to 400 churros, and we're going to sell them for $2 each. Some plain, some with filling in them, and we're sending order forms home with students next week to make that order for those churros. But on the next week, number 15 and 19, churros and change. Bring your change in all that week, and on the Friday, we are going to enjoy some churros together. Again, our goal is to raise $1,500, and I firmly believe that our Calvin community can do that. And if you're listening to this video and you're not a student or a parent, you're on Facebook and are listening, you are welcome to bring donations in and join us on those Fridays as well. All right, Mrs. Hernandez, lastly, before we leave, if someone is touched by this video and says, we'd like to personally sponsor a student at CDJ, how would they do that?
Yes. First of all, I just want to say sponsoring a child is a life-changing experience, both for the child and their family that are receiving that help, but also for the person that is sponsoring, because they get to form a relationship with them through writing letters and stuff like that. So it is a wonderful opportunity for a person individually or a family to get involved as well. And so there are different ways. We actually we partner with an organization called Hands of Grace, and they take the money. It costs $35 a month to be able to sponsor this child, and that child will receive a scholarship. So they receive kind of a scholarship towards their tuition, but then also the school receives help purchasing supplies and helping pay that teacher if needed as well. And so there's a form that can be sent out, that can be filled out with your information. And I know that we're going to be sending out an actual official document that will have more ways, the steps actually of what to do, because you'll basically contact Hands of Grace, and you can send in the form with your information, and then they will partner you with a child that you can sponsor. So.
That is wonderful. Well, Shelly, thank you so much for that. We have, perhaps you saw pictures on that last shared screen. Our goal is to sponsor 2 children here at Calvin. Edwin is in 3rd grade and Kaylin is in pre-K 4. And so our hope is at the end of this fundraiser, we have enough to sponsor both of them for a year at Pathway to Jesus School. Shelly, thank you for the burden God put on your heart and for being faithful to it, and for the ways that God has faithfully provided as well. We are excited about what he will do with us here at Calvin as well.
Thank you also for supporting our school and the ministry that God is doing there in the Dominican Republic.
Amen. To God be the glory.
Amen.